So, how does positivity play a role in leadership? Let's dig into that. Hi, I am Dr. Paul Jenkins. I'm a professional positivity psychologist, which wasn't even a thing when I got my degree. I've developed models of positivity that you will see as a leader are completely relevant to everything that you do. Let's talk about what that means for you, your leadership role, and your team. And I've got a free gift for you right at the end. Where is leadership relevant to you? You may lead a company. You may lead an organization or an association. You may lead a team in your downline for direct sales or network marketing. Or you might be a parent. All of those are such important leadership roles, and positivity, first and foremost, affects the energy and culture of whatever group you get to lead. It's the leader that sets the emotional tone for the team. I got two quick examples for you, and one is a family where there's a daughter in the family who's about 15 years old. She's having some real challenges with some of the things that typically challenge 15-year-old girls. The parents are approaching this as if there is something wrong with her. Do you think she's picking up on that energy? Oh, yeah. In fact, the dad in this case is so invested in fixing his daughter that the only message she's receiving inside of her head is, you can never be good enough. Just let that example land wherever it's going to land for you. And let's transition over to a CEO. Brilliant CEO of a company that makes a really delicious food product. I won't mention the specific one that it is. This CEO is so focused on quality and improvement that that's all he ever talks about in his organization. What is the message that his people are receiving? You guys are missing it. You're not doing what you're capable of doing. Now, even though that might be true, is that really the energy that he wants to convey? In the leadership trainings that I provide, we go to a model that I've developed through 3 decades of clinical practice that shows us what our brain is doing. It's not the purpose of this video to get into the details of the model. There's other videos here on the channel where you can get a more in-depth look at this, and I'll give you a gift at the end that will help you to tune into what that is. Here's the short version. Our people and ourselves, every human is engaged in at least 2 processes all the time, simultaneously. I put them here as evaluation, down here on the bottom, and creation up here on the top. These are 2 things that your mind and the mind of everyone on your team is doing constantly. It's like gravity. You can't turn it off. When do you get up in the morning and think, oh, I wonder if gravity's on? It tends to be. And in the same way, our brains are constantly doing these 2 things. Now, evaluation is where we judge. Creation is where we make what's coming. Leaders tend to be in creation mode. And in creation mode, our mind is capable of always imagining something better and something worse than what we already have. In creation mode, we want to focus on what's better. The problem is most of our teams are in evaluation mode. Their question is, how am I doing? Like this 15-year-old daughter, like that food company. Their question is, how are we doing? When the leader comes in hot with how things could be better in creation mode, and the team is in evaluation mode asking, how are we doing? Well, compared to something better, we suck. That's the unintended consequence that comes from focusing on improvement. The real trick here, and where positivity has a profound impact on our teams, is that we join them here. Because compared to something worse, how's our team doing? Oh, they're rocking. They are rocking and rolling. This father that I was telling you about, his 15-year-old daughter had got called in for something at school, and it was a minor thing, but she got called into the principal's office or whatever. And he had brought this up in our coaching session together. And he said, yeah, she was called down to the office at the school. And I just wanted to shake him up a little bit and get back to this perspective. When I said, wait, your daughter's in school? And he kind of rolled his eyes a little bit. He's like, okay, right? Wait. You have a daughter? We can take a positive or a negative position relative to anything that's going on. My employees, they don't get it. Wait, you have employees? Wait, you have a company? Hold on. Okay, that's the trick for leaders, is to come down to evaluation mode, realize what they have is really good. You make peace with what it is. And from that energy, we can move forward and inspire people to go do all kinds of upgrades. Again, I'm going to give you a free gift. In fact, let's just get to that. This model is described in this mini book, Portable Positivity. This is where I walk you step by step through that powerful model that we can use with our teams, with our families. Anything that involves the human mind is affected by how we operate the equipment of our mind. That's what the mini book is. Go to the URL on the screen, drpauljenkins.com/mini, M-I-N-I, for mini book. It's cute, isn't it? A little mini book. You'll get a free digital download of this. I will put this right in your inbox. You're welcome. That's a powerful model that I think you'll find very useful with your teams. What does positivity have to do with leadership anyway? Pretty much everything.